Drew Brees is in the house. DJ Smiles is legendary for Sugar the Shore. I am the Sports Guru, and you have tuned in to WSLA 1560 and the Sports Guru Show all the way on the right-hand side of your dial. That's where we at. We in sunny Slidell, Louisiana, and we in hot New Orleans, baby, because it's always hot in the Dome. We got the Panthers coming to town. They started off their winning streak 14 games ago, and today it ends in New Orleans, in the Dome with the Saints, because this season ain't over. I talked earlier about how I ain't heard no fat lady female dog barking. I ain't heard it yet. DJ Smiles, I know you think it's over, dog. What's up?
You know what?
Come on now.
All right.
Be real.
Let me preach.
Be real. Hey, Cypress Hill, be real.
The Saints were designed to beat this undefeated team.
Okay, I got you.
It's just the way karma works.
Thank you.
Because, all right, the kiddies are coming in, assuming they're on their little high horse.
Yeah.
They're probably looking at the Saints like we're just going to mow them over. Did you see what happened last week? Did you see what happened the week before that?
Right,
Did you see what happened the week before
They
that?
don't even have their jock straps on.
But if anything I know about the Saints, they're good at disappointing people. Trust me, we know all about it.
Oh, yeah.
So somebody's getting disappointed tonight.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
you're right.
Look at it that way too, but I also want to say we stopped the Atlanta Falcons with their winning streak.
That's right.
So we could do that today.
We've been known to do that. We've been the spoiler for a lot of teams in the past. Well, I'll tell you what, this is the Sports Guru Show, and I got somebody calling the show today at area code 985-643-1560. Who are you and where are you at?
Stand up, Who Dat Nation.
Thank you.
T-Bone's in the house. I know where you at. T-Bone, you in Who Dat Nation, baby. That's where you dwell, dog. What's happening, bro?
Man, just getting ready for the game, man. Getting ready for the game.
It's
about to eat my grits and drink my coffee so I can get geared up.
Yeah, you're right. Who made the grits for you today?
Man, I made that, man.
Right. What you did, the little 3-minute microwave grits, or you cooking from?
Nah, bro, I put it on the fire on the pot,
That's
man.
what I'm talking about. That's real grits, homie.
That's the real grits.
You gonna put some of that grandma butter in there or what?
Oh yeah, you know.
Say,
it.
bro, I was talking to some of the Mexicans that live at me in my little crib where I work. You know what I'm saying? And they saw me putting butter and stuff, and they think, "Oh, we never tasted butter in that." What you talking about, bro?
They like
can't
sugar.
Can't have grits without no butter, dude.
Yeah, well,
Daddy likes his butter. You heard me?
They got
Right?
half people like salty grits, and the other half like sugary grits.
Right? Hello. Back up. Y'all head back up north, Yankees.
So I'm Hispanic, so I
you
grew
are
up
Hispanic.
with some
Cubano.
people putting sugar in their
Adore
grits, but me.
Wait, sugar in your tank. What happened?
I've never heard of
They got a lot of sugar in that.
grits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So anyway, we got to thank T-Bone for hollering at us with this buttery grits here in New Orleans, bro. Yeah, what you drinking this morning, bro? You got your hot cup of coffee or what?
Yeah, man, got me a big cup of coffee.
We do that, you know what I'm saying? But I know later on, I saw you drinking. I mean, I know you got a reputation. You this clean guy and cool, and all the girls love T-Bone.
Not.
But I don't saw you on the corner grabbing in South Rampart and drinking it up, dog. So I know after them grits settle and after that coffee does what it's supposed to do, I know you're gonna drink it up, and I know where you're going. Tell us all about it.
Oh man, you know I'm gonna turn it up a little later. I'm gonna be in the Dome, man.
Turn it down for what?
Yeah, for what? There's no reason to.
Before you tell us about T-Bone's Day, where's 5 Star? Is he at the home with the stripper pool full of strippers? What's up?
Man, 5 Star at home chilling with the ladies.
I already know that. Look, you know what? Enough said. Look, he's at an undisclosed location. If you ain't there already, you missed out, baby.
That's right.
Say, bro, look, I got a lot to cover with you. We ain't got a lot of time, but we got you on the phone, so we're going to deal with you right now, brother. I love your music, bro. Thank you for giving us so much sound of the Saints, bro. Thank you so much. I want to give a who that right now to my boy T-Bone, bro. Who that?
Who dat?
Anyway, talk to me a little
thank
bit.
you.
I want you to cover a couple things for me. Talk to me about last week, okay? Let's do that first. What happened last week, bro? The Saints got 6 points. First time in history since Drew Brees been here that we ain't got a touchdown, bro. What's up with last week's game with J.J. Watt in Houston? Tell me about it, bro.
Man, I have no idea. I didn't know what I was watching, really. You know, I'm like, what's going on? I couldn't believe it. I just face palmed the whole time, really.
I'm just hoping that Dennis Allen, maybe that was his practice run, even though it's so late in the season to do that. But, we were stuck with these circumstances with Rob Ryan leaving. So I'm hoping that maybe they got it together this week and they can pull up some kind of defensive strategy.
Go ahead, T-Bone.
I mean, honestly, I didn't expect to see a great big turnaround with the let go of Rob Ryan.
Now, they did only have 3 points after the half, so that was okay. I mean, it looked like he kind of started getting it together defensively. But talk to me, T-Bone, about last week's game in Houston, the loss.
Man.
Enough said. No, but I mean, really, what did you gain from this, if anything, and what did you see that needs to change? Right?
Man, we have a locker room issue. Something's going on, man. Something's going on we don't know about, man.
Thank you. I mean, that's very explanatory.
And you know, when the season comes to an end, you know, I think it's going to come out. You know, something's going on. Something's up, man. I don't know.
I mean, it just seems like Sean Payton is checked out for the rest of the season, but we still have...
You mentioned that last week, maybe, though.
It doesn't matter, though, because we got Drew Brees. You know, so
he don't look like he checked out at all.
His mind is in the game. I watched his press conference.
He still had over 20 completions last week.
About what he's going to do. I mean, if he's after his own records, I'm okay with that.
I like how Drew Brees defended his offensive line this week. Like J.J. Watt made some statements. Yeah, inside the NFL or whatever. He was mic'd up and he made a comment during the game while he had his microphone on there about how y'all need to get somebody else blocking or playing right tackle. And Drew Brees said, you know what? As a matter of fact, that right tackle didn't give up any sacks. And I like how he stood up for his people. But Drew Brees has not checked out as opposed to what maybe I might have said about Sean Payton. But in Sean Payton's defense, he's dealing with a lot of adversity right now. And I just think that
but you know
he hasn't lost the team yet.
But at the end of the day, it's his fault. You know, I still hold him responsible for most of the
Head coach is a big title. T-Bone, talk to me a little bit more about last week before we move on.
And when you're the head, when you're the head like that, man, you take all the blame. You know, you get all the props when you win.
Right.
and you get up. You know, you take everything when you lose too. You know.
Yeah, it's just like in the French Quarter when they make a sweep, whoever's out there gets their head chopped off. So hopefully, you never know. Anyway, so T-Bone, let's get it on.
So moving on, how do you feel about today's game?
Yeah, come on now. We started off the win streak. Let's end it today.
Now see, I agree with my boy there. I think it's gonna be a trap game for him, for Carolina, man. I believe that. I think they're gonna come in super confident, feeling like they don't have to do too much to be successful, and I think it's gonna be a trap game.
It's like your mama said, I brought you into this world, I could take you out.
I mean, just like with that. Yeah, just like with Atlanta, man. Like we gave Atlanta their first loss, so. The irony, I bet you, man.
And at the same time, we're still alive technically in the playoff hunt. I mean, I know it looks grim. We all know the fat lady. Yeah. She's in the background. She ain't all up front right now. But, we got a shot. If we win today, not only will we be a spoiler, but we can still keep ourselves alive.
Yeah, that's why you play to win the game.
Herm Edwards said it best.
And I mean, I would just love to give Carolina their first loss.
Oh, my God, love. That's an understatement. Jesus, Lord have mercy.
That kid there.
Man.
That would be awesome. So, yeah.
So let me ask you this, T-Bone. Do you think that Carolina's worried about us today, or you think they just going to come in on that high horse you talked about?
That high horse, man, they're coming in on that high horse. Like my man Small said, they're going to come in here, and think they got it. Yeah.
We all know they're just a bunch of kiddies, so.
Kitty.
So they're gonna come in thinking it's gonna be a easy game. So I'm hoping that's what happens.
Yeah, well, I mean, but they do have Cam Newton, and he's got 7 rushing touchdowns. He's got almost 500 yards rushing.
We have a veteran quarterback.
Jonathan Stewart's 3rd in the NFL in rushing. They got the 2nd best defense in the NFL. The Saints have the worst defense in the NFL, but we have the Superdome, and we got Who Dat Nation.
Right. Yeah, we got the 12th man. Right.
We really got 5-star. We got T-Bone. We got Baby Doll. We got the Sports Guru.
Right.
Nah, all right. I'm in psychology and behavior and all that, right? So I think, all right, he was talking about earlier, North Carolina's on a high horse, right?
Absolutely.
So I think they expect that when they come in the dome, the morale is going to be. But what happens is, it always happens, no matter how bad you feel about the Saints. When it's close to time to kick off, just the fact that the Saints are playing, just everybody starts to get into it. So I think that might psychologically fool North Carolina. All right, thinking, all right, the morale is down. They're discouraged. Their season is over. Then when they see the Saints fans actually celebrating, it's going to psychologically, like, wait, they're still cheering, they're still excited. And that might psychologically throw them off. Like, wait, we came here thinking it's going to be a dumpster fire.
Yeah, right.
But it's still a party. It's still the second line here.
Because they don't do that in Carolina. Right. I can guarantee you that. You know, if Carolina was in the position we're in, they would not be talking about getting croaked in Carolina's Erickson Stadium, wherever the hell they play.
12th man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, T-Bone, could elaborate on what DJ Smiles just said, because you know you foment them
you
all right
are
now.
the sound of the New Orleans Saints.
Holla
How
at
do
your
you
people.
think the Saints fans are going to be today?
Because you one of them.
Man, we're gonna be crunk as always, man. You know,
You're right, bro.
and I think that like Smalls, you know, he hitting it on the head,
He's
man.
in the house, bro. He's in the house.
It's human nature, man. Carolina's gonna come in there and feel like, yeah, this is gonna be an easy one, haha.
Yeah, you're right.
And boom, we're gonna stick it to him.
Well, our boy Mark Ingram's almost got 5 yards to carry. I mean, right now he's averaging 4.
They gave him 9 carries.
Yeah,
last game.
that sucks. The Saints only had 10 rushing attempts last week.
But
anyway, Mark Ingram's averaging almost 5 yards to carry. How are we going to win this game? Because I'm almost guaranteeing to win. I think we can win. I know we can win. How can we do it, T-Bone? Is it going to be with Drew Brees, who's really not having that bad of a season? I mean, he's having a little problem with the pressure and all of that. But can we establish that running game against Carolina? And with Willie Snead maybe being out, who's Drew Brees going to throw to, and how can we win this game, Chip?
And I think we're going to run the ball, man. I think our running game.
The last 2 games,
Yeah.
we only rushed the ball 10 to 13 times.
Right. But I think our running game is going to show up, man. You know,
That's our only hope, really.
You never know what you're going to get. It's the crazy thing about it, you know?
Yeah,
so.
and talk to me like I asked you before. Tell me about what Drew Brees is going to do, and I know he's going to throw the ball. And without maybe possibly Willie Snead, who's out there for him? Who's his people? Who's his targets today? Come on now.
Nobody.
Come on now.
Man, I think.
How about Coleman showing up? How about Ben Watson?
So. I think Coleman and Watson, man. I think it's going to be his
go-to. How about
CJ
Spiller out the backfield?
Hell yeah.
How about Mark Ingram? Mark Ingram also has.
But that's more of a running game when you go to Mark Ingram.
But I believe Coleman and Watson. I think that's going to be.
And Mark Ingram's been really big out of the backfield. I mean, he's emerged, and we talked about this in the preseason about how the Saints were going to try to utilize him more in the pass game, and he has shown up as a receiver for Drew Brees. So I got a feeling that even though Carolina knows that we're going to do that, I got a feeling that Saints players also know it's execution, baby. You might know what we're going to do, but we're still going to do it, and we're going to beat you up front, down in the trenches, nose to nose, mouth to mouth, snot bubbles popping out type stuff. You heard me?
I need Ingram to dedicate himself to the run game. I mean, the other people need to really step up and be more of a receiver than that.
Yeah, we need some people to step up. Well, look, T-Bone, talk to me a little bit about right now. You're on the spot, dog. The sound of the Saints right here. Give me a score. Come on, bro. You're the first one of the day, dog. Talk to me. You already think the Saints are going to win. What's this score going to be? It's going to be high. It's going, you know, last time we played the Carolina Panthers, it was 41-10. We were losing 41-3 at some point, but we almost beat them this year. We lost 28-27 with that Josh Norman interception in front of Brandon Cooks. So you know we can beat this team. We almost beat him with Lou McCown, dog.
And
so give me a score, brother.
I can't give you a score, but I think we're gonna win. I hate to say this, by a field goal.
Yes,
I'll take that. I'll take that. It's a win.
Is by 1 point. Is it still a win?
It's still a win.
It's a win. It's a win.
Sean Julian said it best. Well, thank you, T-Bone, for the phone call and optimism. Because, baby doll, you mentioned on the way over here,
right.
She said, Daddy-O, I hope you got something positive to say because I can't find too much. So thank you, brother. Thank you for bringing us around town, SpongeBob.
And I want to thank y'all, man. The Sports Guru Show, man. You guys have been supporting us from day one. Baby doll. I love you, baby doll.
I love y'all too. The whole family. Tell the family I love them.
Smalls holding me down. I thank y'all for the support, bro.
All right.
You got it, bro. We love you too, bro.
So stay tuned for your song too. We're gonna play it towards the end. When
Tell
we
my
start
boy 5-star to use a clean rag when he wipes it off. You heard?
Y'all heard me?
T-Bone's in the house. Who that? Yeah, you're right. Thanks for the call, brother. Smiles, thank you for taking that phone call, bro.
That's my job. I have to.
I already know. Baby doll, we're going to talk a little bit about these New Orleans Saints. Last week, the Saints lost 24-6 to the Houston Texans. Headlined